London, New York, snap. Yeah, Macdicator the map. Yeah. Run it back. Open bell ring, I'm already locked in. Charts on the wall, every candle I'm clocking. Green, red flip, I'm 7 that shock win. Futures in my face, at the profit I'm boxed in. From Tokyo nights to the fog over Thames to the screens in Manhattan, I'm bending these trends. Sniping my entries, I line up the lens. Bottom to the top, then I write it back again. 1 tick, 2 tick, 3 tick, 4. Scalps on scalps, I'm just adding to the score. Every little gap like a faucet that pour. I'm drinking every drop, leaving begging for more. Macdicator the map. Yeah, I'm running the rap from the open to the close. That's a surgical route. Take a bottom to the top, then I flip it back down. Every level, every letter, I'm a straight for a pound. Dedicated to mad. Every candle a track. Run it back to the V, like we thinking a lad. Haters gonna get. Let them walk in the back. It's already a rap. Watch me double this stack. Blur on the clock, but the mind stays sharp. Precision on point, I'm the second to chart. Lines on the screen like I'm drawing up out, but they brush sprint bike, turn a blip to a start. 1 tick, 2 tick, 3 tick, 4. Stack on stack, that's a market young core. Take a little pull back, then I prefer some more. Every time you miss breeze is a wide open door. We taking every gap that they said it on tap. Run it back to the V, why don't we spring from the chat? Put a yap in the chat, or that chatter collapse. Loose me out my flap, but just tighten my straps. Macdicator the map. Yeah, I'm running the rap from the open to the close. It's a surgical route. Take a bottom to the top, then I flip it back down. Every level, every letter, I'm a stripper for pounds. Dedicated to mad. Every kind of the track. Run it back to the bed that we taking a leg. Haters gonna let them back in the back. It's already a rap. Watch me double this stack. Tokyo screens, I'm awake with the sun. London lunch, I'm still mid-run. New York close, already won. Same chart, same mark, one shot done. 1 tick, 2 tick, 3 tick, 4. Yeah, cold like the price, then I walk through the door. Let's go from the low to the high to the low once more. Macdicator on the screen, they know what it's for. Macdicator the map. Yeah, I'm running the rap from the open to the close. It's a surgical route. Take a bottom to the top, then I flip it back down. Every level, every letter, I'm a stripper for pounds. Dedicated to man. Every candle a track. Running belly, belly, back. What we taking the lab? Haters gonna yap. Let them buck in the back. It's already a rap. Watch me double this step.
Good morning. Oh, running a little behind. But I'm in a short. Competition day. Competition day. MES, MGC, and crude oil. To make an adjustment on the lighting here. All right. Let's do this. We're gonna come back down. Let's look at this real quick. Wow. Giving it all back. Wants to go up. Pushing up. All right, we'll see what's what she wants to do. $200 EMA on the ES right now. We're on the MES right now. Got a volume profile that we have to break through here at 69.44. Waiting patiently for it to come back and retest this 200 EMA after we broke it. Been underneath it pretty much since 7:30. How's everybody doing this morning? I'm a little late. Dealing with a sore throat. Fixing my camera. I decided to go long and or short. Yeah, sorry, short. But getting chopped up a bit. Anybody playing the Ninja Trader competition besides me? Oh. Let's look at gold real quick, see what gold's coming in at. Goodness gracious, crude oil went to the moon. Wow. Did anybody watch the Super Bowl? Happening, Vic.
Order filled.
Morning, 60-hour trader. ES, then Q pushing up. Crude oil, gold, all pushing up. Looking for the pullback. Gold faster than gold's gonna tap out quickly here. Should just put it right up above here. If it gets up above 5,055, yeah, we're going right for it. Yeah, this is out. Then trade on the gold, crude oil to the moon. Well, good morning. Not doing good. Not a good position for me to be in for gold. Crude oil, I was hoping for a pullback and a retest. Vlad, how are you? No, I don't think I'm gonna be able to recover from that as fast as I got there. Oof. Right now we're Ninja Trader competition. We got a Ninja Trader competition right now, Vlad. So this one's like shotgun. I'm gonna just go crazy with it. I'm not doing really well already, so. Well, for those of you who are trading prop firm, let's kind of quickly go into what's going on. We do have news here in about 15 minutes. Switching up to you, Anya, here. We got ISM manufacturing PMI at 10. So we got a lot of stuff there. 15-second chart. I should put it on there. Actually, I think I do have it available on my chart, Trade of 8. So we watch out for ISM manufacturing. We'll keep an eye on about 15 minutes. We got 43 fear and greed index. Got that going there for us. If we go to the full screen, one second. It's not pulling up yet. All right, NQ pushing right back up towards previous day close. Here we are now, actually touching at 25. 163, 165. A gap up there. We're looking for 25, 235, 238, 238, but looks like the previous day was protected. Interesting. Macdicator gap down here. If we do get down there, 25, 24, 608-ish, 609. Very curious to see what kind of makes out of that. So back to the trading. So this is a 15-second chart on the NQ. Huh. Been looking at the wrong time frame the whole time. Currently in a trade on the MES for the competition and get my butt handed me. Definitely some consolidation. We got 1 minute. Go to seconds. I can go. I rather prefer to watch the 30-second than the 15. Makes a little more sense to me. Makes a lot of sense to me. I'm gonna switch everything up to 30-second. Crude oil is just long, man. That is NQ is dumping off. MES dumping it back right back to the VWAP here. Wonder. Hey. Want that P&L to go green. Mm. Sheesh. So this competition is 4 days long. So if I can't get out of the woods here, then I'll stop trading it. But hey, got a winner there. But it only took one of my trades? That is lame. There we go. Should have just held it. Should have just held it. All right, well, let's see. We got this position here. On the crude oil. I don't really trade crude oil so much, but I am today. Let's see what gold's doing. Rejecting this here. Let's see what we got for gaps behind us. There you go. Gold. I'm gonna go back up. Well, stopped out. Coffee. I didn't catch my short. It came up and touched it on gold. Huh. Interesting. Let's take the Macdicator gap right here at 55,062. Let's see if she comes right back down. Oh, wow, she rejected it. Look at that rejection right there in that gap. Goodness gracious. Can't get into it. Let's see what happens here. All right, taking my entry at the gap on gold. We got news. Where did that come in at? Let's take a peek at it. We got news. ISM manufacturing came in at 52.6. We were expecting 48.2. We didn't got back a little bit more. It's during competitions, you got to be pretty vigilant with your trading. obviously you are in competition. I'm behind $1,500 already from the top, so there's been one time that I actually got into the top spot. There you go. Gold finally pulling back. We'll see exactly how that goes. The ES cannot stay down, huh? Neither can the NQ. There you go. I believe that's the mean. Let's see exactly price levels here. Yeah, that's the mean. This purple line here is the mean. The blue line's open. It's Monday, competition day. We got the MES, the MGC, and the crude oil currently up in gold right now, but it looks like it's coming back to kick me in the teeth. Working off the micro scene here. 3 micros each is the max on each of them. If any of you are playing the competition as well, it's free to enter. It was free to enter. $500 reward for 4 days. And 5 days, so 4 p.m. on Friday right there. So we're gonna have that going. Ahmed is in number 1 right now with 1,065, 1,165. Looks like NQ and the ES decided to push up. You're looking at my chart, you're trying to figure it out. It is Trade-ALEXTWB. It's a 30 seconds. 30-second chart, and we have the orders here. Maybe I should slow it down a little bit. Get the volume filter up to 5. Gold falling right back down to the low here. I think a good sell would have been 5,062. Definitely is proven to be a good sell. I can trade gold better than anything. Should stick to gold moving forward. MES is popping right back up, tearing me a new one. MGC is keeping it pretty even. I'll TP at this gap down here at 5,030 on gold. I'm going to probably take my order off on the MES since we're hitting these gaps here up on the MES. We got, let's see if we can't save myself some money here. Get spanked on the ES. But gold is keeping me alive. NQES pulling up, pushing up higher. It's a long entry there. Gold's doing really good at staying below 5,062.60. Can't go back and retest this 200 EMA. Should get out of my MES. Should have got out of it down here at the VWAP, but rejecting this price here, 69.59 on the ES. Crude oil, I'm not in a trade. Not in a trade. Should feeling like a little short there. Let me in, let me in. Probably go long. I should go long. I'm in. Gold's keeping me alive. Yeah, that it is. That it is. Alright. In crude oil short. And the MES needs to be long, but might be a just quick little pullback here for the ES, MES, and Q. I've been working hard on this setup. Working real hard on it. Trying to give you guys a good show. Nobody trading Lucid? Nobody? Down $378 on the MES. I gotta manage this one. I should, if I'm gonna wait this long in a micro on the MES, I should look for a Macdicator gap lower. There we go. Get those activated. Look at all that. That's gonna happen soon enough. I think the last gap we got up here so far is 69.78, but we'll see. We'll see. Options chain. Let's look at the options chain real quick. Zen, you trade Lucid? Cool. You're using RMTWB. Thank you for your support. Much appreciated. Got to give away a Lucid account here soon. Anybody watch the Super Bowl, or did they watch the Tradable? I didn't watch, but I know Seattle won. I didn't see much of. I only saw the highlights of the halftime show. We're in a trade. Hey, we're breaking even. Look at that. What's happening on gold? Gold dumping down to the 200 EMA. Could bounce there. It could bounce, definitely bounce at 5,048. Or keep going down to this VWAP. I think we're gonna just kind of rock and roll lower here. We could go see 5,016 on gold. Could go see that. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, it's gonna do some work to get down there, but let's try it. Let's hold it for a day. Let's see if gold wants to stay down. NQ's pushing right up on the 20 EMA. MES reaching for the mean here. We'll see if it bounces off the mean. We got a lot of support there. A lot of support. So these buyers and sellers here, unless this took it out for this price, and this is as low as we go. Volume profile here, if it gets into here, it's going to launch right down to this price here. Yeah. Oh man. So I also changed up all of the sizes too. Of the chat. So for you guys that want to play with the chat, I don't see it on my end, you just see it on your end. So something happened with gold. Gold bounce. Yeah, gold did bounce a little bit. Crude oil, where are we at on crude oil? Crude oil is not doing much. MES bounce. Yeah, MES bounced a little bit. There you go.
Gazy Fugazi, it's a Wazi, it's a Woozy, it's a fairy dust.
Looks like the MES is pushing right back up. I let the MES get to 500 negative and they'll pop out of that. V-shaped recovery on the MES and also the NQ. NQ is breaking higher. Wow, shooting up. All right, time to get out of this thing. Unless this is the sweep. I definitely look for 69, 67. Looking at the NQ. What do we got for the NQ? There we go. Gotta get that activated. Look at all those red lines. That's a Macdicator on the trade of 8 setting here. Didn't go that high. Dude. There you go. All the data. Just get it all in there. All right, rejecting this gap here. We rejected this gap, 25, 233.60. We're running back right back down to here. Wouldn't be shocked if we found support at 25, 212 on the NQ. Just going green on my trade there. Something happened. Get me back to break even. Nice little scalp there on the NQ if you would have sold this here at 25, 234. Now we're coming right back up for this gap here. See what we react there on the 15-second. Look at the 1 minute. Yeah, I think I need to trade a different time frame. Right, time frame. Oops. Did it pop up? Zen? Zen. Did you get it to pop up? I missed it. Here's one for you. I think this one, I turned off the filter. I don't know. We'll see.
What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that?
Yeah, I gotta move him.
What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? What the fuck was that?
Yeah, I gotta move him. And I gotta put a delay for him. Yeah, it does. I think there's an overall delay. And then we got this one. And of course you have your traditional bull. MES coming up to a gap. Look at that. You got to confluence the NQ between the MES all the time. All the time. And then you also have this one. The bull and bear fighting match, that's I could probably figure out that. I could figure that out. Can figure that out for sure. A lot of cool things. Here's one. It looks like the MES has got me smoked. Alright, well, kind of keeping it in lieu with, or keeping it set up for the MGC, but MGC came down and decided to bounce right back up to my entry. Crude oil, it's still sitting there, nothing crazy. And as long as gold wants to go down, we got it. It's long. This thing is long. So far. Sheesh. Pump it back to all-time high. Pump it back to all-time high. Deathmatch 2000. I haven't seen Deathmatch 2000, Zen. That's fine, Zen. Take your time. The only thing that's keeping me in the game here is gold. Coming back to break the 200 EMA. You guys, anybody do time price opportunity? No. TPO, that's actually a really nice system on TPO. what are you doing? Floating right here at 64. It's a long ass trade. Remind me never to trade crude oil in real life or prop. Gold? Yeah, for sure. Gold any day of the week. MES coming right up here. We got another gap up here. Looking at the NQ. Let's look at the NQ real quick. We'll watch gold on the side here. This is gold coming through. Slow it down a little bit. There you go. It's not more than 3 ounces. It ain't worth watching, right? NQ. I'm looking at this chart. This is a 1 minute chart on the NQ. Not in a trade on the NQ, but on the MES I am. So hopefully MES wants to tank all the way back down to low. But remind me to get out and go long, because that's where the higher low would be. There was one. All right. Check this one out. Oh, ready?
I gotta look at this myself. Wow.
I couldn't resist. I had to I had to play that one. It's quite a view. I'll add some more. I couldn't resist. Look at the view. Nah. I had to. Somebody set it up like that. I was like, man, I gotta do that. Amount of coffee. All right, now question: are we gonna pull back off this gap? I mean, really, honestly, on the MES NQ, we got to go back and see if there's any more gaps somewhere up there. So with Trade-of-8, you have to go back and you have to activate them by going back to previous time frames for my Macdicator to work on Trade-of-8. But Trade-of-8, it's permanent. I am selling it, by the way, if anybody's interested in buying it for Trade-of-8. You don't get the EMAs because that's free and everything else, but this design, and also you get patches, but not that I'm trying to Zen. But yeah, no, that I was just the Trade-of-8 Macdicator is for sale. Still trying to figure out. It's a one-time buy forever on any firm that it would be. You would have any prop firm. Pretty much any live. So in your live account, you can put it on your Trade-of-8 on, and it comes with patches too. So it's just if you notice something happening, I'll fix it. It's supposed to get every gap. So we'll see. Let's look at gold as this pushes lower, making a head and shoulders there and a bear flag. Crude oil, where are you going? A little too high for my comfort. Back up here to this gap here on crude oil. So if you would have sold the NQ gap up there, you would have sold this gap, you would have had a nice little trade back down 239 points, or 239, 25 239 back to 25 139. It's still falling. This could V-shape recover back up to 25 221. We're still pushing lower on the NQ. This is the NQ chart. Going back to MES. Coming back below the open. Oh, this indicator? I love this indicator right here. This one? Oh, so amazing. So it's an auction, right? We're looking at an auction. So this is where in the price range that we've had the most buys and sells. Okay, we get a minus development like down here. What happens is that we start to protect the lower volume area. Like we start to protect. So in other words, we need to break higher if we're going to come up higher there. And obviously it's like, see this minus development here, this minus development, it was protected. And then when we break, we'll break, this candle will be literally, this candle will be like 69.57 or say 58 to 56. So this would be like a 2 or 3 point candle. In the ES and the MES, in the NQ, it would jump from like here to here because this is where our nodes are. So it could be, if we don't bounce off this price here at 25,165, we're going to come right back up and hit one of these high volume nodes. So this is what's holding the price down right here, this volume profile right here. And then of course we just broke that, so we cleaned them up. We found support there. So naturally price is going to be attracted to the higher nodes on this volume profile. So this minus development will jump from here 25,162 to 139. So this could be a big candle lower if this doesn't V-shape recover. So we're looking for that type of candle that comes out and reverses, takes us right back up to 25,221 if we don't reject the 9, 20, and 5 EMA. Yeah, it's beautiful. I love having it. It's kind of one of those things where it's like, I know if this price breaks, it's literally, if it has a minus development, this is going to come right back up to 22. See, look at it. So we're going to jump right back up. Boom. 25,221. And then we could reject this price here at 25,221. So like you can literally say that we could reject this price here. We can come in and reject here and come right back down, or we can flatten that out. You know, it's having a hard time getting over that node. So as you can see, if I draw a line or put my mouse cursor right here, it comes in like that, right? Coming in. So we need to like straighten that out. So there you go. There's a Macdicator gap. That's why I love the Macdicator gap, because it will show me where this is. Now what we do here will determine which way this price will go. But this is a lot of momentum. This is a lot of buyers. I like to mix it with cumulative delta, CVD. But this chart, I gotta pay some monies to get that chart. But yeah, it could continue up. Obviously we were just in 1 minute, we destroyed everybody, came back up here. Now we're finding support off this price here at 25,221. Essentially, yes. Yep. I mean, depending on the time frame too, will determine like a 15-minute time frame here. Look, there's a minus development here. So when we come back to 25,161, we might rip down on the 15-minute down lower. So the 15-minute time, yeah. So it's like one of those situations where you have to pay attention to this too, because if you see we're coming up, say for instance, when we broke it in the 15-minute, we literally came back and found support here in this 15-minute candle back to this price. And as if you draw a line again from like the majority here, clip off that, this minus development is what we tore up when we went through it, but we came back down to test it. And we, again, these minus developments that are not in the higher time frame, like this one here to here, this is gonna be abruptly dangerous. So I'm losing some money here. I need to pay attention to my trade because it came all the way back up to my entry in gold, and crude oil is popping up higher. I'm not doing well in this competition already. Ay. So this is the last gap on the chart for the MES, and before we hit some minus development up here, and then of course the stopped out. Let me guess, gold. Holy moly. Oh wow. Yep. And then of course when you get into these minus developments, what happens here? As you can see, where we just start to fall off in that minus development, we just shot right up, and we just make a volume profile there. So I'm gonna probably get out of my trades. I need to. I'm down $1,000. Oof. Pretty good at losing money, huh? We're all good at losing money, right? We're all good at picking the wrong direction and holding. Go back to not in a trade. Oh, no trade. So this is the new and improved setup. Really like it. Let's go back to the ES or the NQ. Oh wow, look at that. We got a wall here, 350-48 contracts. Looking at the NQ, since a lot of you NQ traders, we can kind of go in that particular direction. Zenzen, I would say the best expert advice, patience. And when you see your setup, enter the trade. Mark it in, limit in, whatever you got to do. If you see your setup, like right here, like I see a possible buy on the MES.
Order filled.
And then I'm gonna do a sell right there. We'll do that right there. Switch it up here. See, and then of course that's essentially my edge, is trading to that. Now I will reverse my position and trade lower because we don't really have any more big gaps above for a while. We got a pivot up there. There you go. So that one was buy at 74 and a sell at 78, so 4.25 points on the MES, and then obviously it. And I think this might be the turnaround. The NQ still has a gap up there. Yeah, we could come back up and take this out, but now if you would have sold from this here price, you would have been able to make the same, roughly the same amount of, I just made on the long. But again, it just takes time to develop the edge and understand the Macdicator. Where's gold? What's gold doing? Turning around? Let's do this. Let's go back to this gap down here. And I'm going to try to front run it back to 55.80. Oh, 55. 9 works. Dump right back off into that 200 EMA test. Shouldn't be buying the bottom, but what I should do is sell the top. Right there. No. I'm in. All right, let's see if we go. MES, managing that position, came right back up to that gap. I'm not interested in losing anything more than that. I want to take a either crude oil. What are you doing? Oh, right back to my entry originally. Of course. Gold. NQ, let's see if we fall lower on the NQ. The ES is $50 a point on the mini side and $5 a point on the micro side. So 10 points with 10 micros is $500. It does move slower, but you can kind of make up for it. I mean, at night it's molasses. It's good to trade the ES during MES during regular trading hours, as you can see. I mean, this is only 3 micros and I'm up down already $50. You can really destroy an account. So as you can see, we have a minus development here. So if we do come back to on gold, we might come back to 5,065. We don't protect it. So whoever bought this needs to protect it. And then the MES, what do we got here? Kind of rejecting here, coming back down. Like to see this wick down here get touched. Again, if you sold this gap here, 69.78. Looking at the NQ, got really no gaps up until about 25.390. And there's one at 25.284. Oh, sorry. This is a 15-minute chart. Shoot. It's a totally different chart. 25.84.50. There you go. Time frames. Oof, better crack the back. All right, well, I'm gonna give it about 15 more minutes here. I really appreciate you all joining me live. Hit the like button. Subscribe if you're new. I'm working on my ending scene. That's not yet done. Everything's under construction, so. Thanks, Zen. Much appreciated for your support. Down $1,000 today. Aye. It's about where my limit is anyway for wanting to lose on a trade. All right, should we look at the heat map real quick? What do we got? Well, we got 27 contracts up there at 25,275 on the NQ. We got someone coming in here. If you look right there, 25. Someone's trying to buy. Something's there. We have this VWAP down here. Standard deviation. We're above the standard deviation. First standard deviation. It's the second standard deviation. POC is all the way down here. Oh, my stop got filled. We'll see what that happened there. Not on the MES, but gold. Ah, man. Really? Sheesh. Crude oil, I'm not in a trade. Gold, I'm out of a trade. MES, I'm still in the MES. Down at 11.56 on the day. Sheesh. Yeah, we're gonna push up. I don't know when we're gonna stop. It's still early. All right, we're rejecting this area here. Double top, maybe? Missed it. Boom, boom, boom. All right, well, again, I appreciate y'all hanging out with me today, this morning. I'm sorry it was a little late. Tomorrow I'll be on time. Hopefully I have my ending done too by that time as well. Wish I could hang out for hours, but I got stuff I gotta do. So again, hopefully I can get in the green here. It is a competition for the next 4 days. I know that we can, if our account can hold it, we can hold overnight. Thank you for everything, and I hope you all have a great day. Stay green. Peace.